Hey, it's Dave Lindahl, and today I want to talk about time management. And you may be thinking, oh, what does time management have to do with real estate? It has everything to do with real estate, and it has everything to do with your business. Because if you don't have good time management skills, you are not going to get to where you want to be. You'll have projects going on that don't get finished. You'll have goals set in your life that don't get done. Why? Because you didn't create the time to get it done. And you know what? We all have the same amount of time, the same amount of hours in a day, the same amount of seconds. What we do with those seconds is going to determine how wealthy we become. So time management is very, very important. Let me share with you, if I may, a couple of the tips that I use in my own life. First of all, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do not do is go see my emails and find out who emailed me overnight. Because emails are really, you never know what's on the other side of that wall. You never know what's on the other side of that email. Once you start going into your emails, you can do emails all day long. Have you ever felt like, oh man, I was busy. It's the end of the day, and you feel, oh man, I'm tired. I was so busy today. And then you think about it and you think, but I didn't get anything done. I didn't get the important things done that I needed to do. So every day, what I do is I'll sit down either the night before my day or the morning of my day and write down the top 5 things that I need to get done that day. Then what I'll do is I will schedule them in as the most important and the most difficult. I'll do the most important, most difficult first, and then I'll go down the list from there. And that way, I've gotten the most difficult thing done, and I don't have to worry about it in the future. The other thing I do is I schedule in an hour, at least an hour each day of productivity time, revenue generating activities. I close the door to my office. If you're at your home, close the door to your home office, or just get yourself in a peaceful place. Don't let anybody disturb you, and you spend 1 entire hour on just things that are going to generate revenues for you. Because without revenues, without cash flows, you're not in business. One of the main reasons that businesses go out of business is lack of cash flow. And what you really want to do is you want to create a routine in your day. You want to get I will not open my emails until 11 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock in the morning, because that gives me all that productive time before then, and I get so much done before I open an email, return a voicemail, answer my phone. I'll turn my phone off until 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to get any phone calls. I don't want any interruptions. That's quality productivity time for me. And I take it. And then I'll do my emails from 11 to 12, and you do your emails, and everybody wants a piece of you in your emails, and you work your way through that. And then in the afternoon, I'm doing my productivity time. Typically, I have my hour schedule for my revenues. I do that, and then I'm working off the list. I've probably gotten 2 or 3 things done off my top 5s in the morning, and then I'll get the rest of them done in the afternoon. Then I know I've just had a productive day, and in the afternoon I can open it up to the other things that I may be interested in doing for my business. I could be working in my business or on my business. Now remember, you always want to be working on your business. It's the most important thing. The other thing is what I just described to you is a system. And the more systems that you have in your business, the more business you'll be able to do. I read a book by Michael Gerber called The E-Myth. Great book. And fortunately, I got this very early in my real estate investing career. And basically, the book said, if you want to grow a business, you've got to learn how to delegate. And the first thing you do is, whenever you make a mistake, you create a system so you don't make the same mistake twice. Then, after you created the system, you delegate that system to somebody else so they can take care of it. When you're done, you should be only doing the things that you're good at and the things that you like to do. Because everybody else will be doing the rest. You'll be delegating everything off. And that will be working on your business. Your business will be working for you. You have created a systemized business. And there's 2 different ways to look at your business and the way you perform in it. You're either working in it or you're working on it. The more time you can work on your business, the bigger your business is going to become, instead of actually working in it. Now, systems will get you there. I'm not a systems guy in the sense that I'm not a detail person. I'm not an engineer. I'm the big picture type. I'm the guy that jumps in, makes the mistakes, and learns from the mistakes, and makes sure he doesn't make the same mistake again, but then looks for something else to jump into, and then make some mistakes. But for me, that's progress. I know there are people out there that they like to have all their checklists down before they jump in to make sure that they don't make any mistakes. That's okay too. But the one thing I discovered was, when I jumped in and made my mistakes, I created systems so I didn't make the same mistakes again. And being able to systemize everything in my business allows my business to virtually run without me. Allows my business to grow at a regular pace, allows revenues to grow, allows me to put money in my pocket more and more each and every week, month, and year after year after year. And that's exactly how I created my Apartment House Riches system. My Apartment House Riches, I didn't get to 7,000 units by going out there and trying all different methods and not sticking to one particular system. I got to 7,000 units because I made a lot of mistakes at the beginning, a lot of mistakes, and they cost me a lot of money. But by learning from those mistakes and making sure that I didn't do them again and creating systems so I didn't make those mistakes again, I created a cookie cutter system. I created a system that allows deals to come into my office on a regular basis. I created a system that allows me and my associates to negotiate those deals on a regular basis. I created systems so that those deals go through the deal process on a regular basis and get to the closing table, and then I hand them over to a management company, and the management company has systems that I created to manage those particular properties, and then we have systems to keep the tenants happy, we have systems to keep our investors happy, we have systems that keeps the whole thing going. And what's the result? More money comes into mine and my business's pockets, and the same thing will happen to you. So the important thing is that you get yourself a system. That's why I created the Apartment House Riches. The Apartment House Riches actually wasn't created. I literally went to the drawers and the drawers of my filing cabinets, and I pulled out all of my systems and I put it into one particular manual and call it Apartment House Riches. And also I described those systems in some audio CDs. Very simple, very easy, but you know what? I've got students all around the United States that have gotten that system and are duplicating the same results that I have gotten over and over again. And I'll tell you that is probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, is to watch other people that were struggling like I struggled, able to take my system and go out and be successful. So if you have the opportunity to get the system, get it, because systems will change your life. See you next time.